Good day, collective. I am Sarah B, and you're tuning in to Just Be Tarot. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for clicking on like, subscribing to my channel, and also hitting that notification bell. Somehow, I've lost some followers between Monday and today. I don't know why, but that's okay. So I hope you guys are having a good week. It is Wednesday. Of course, this reading is good anytime that you're running into it or anytime it appears for you and you feel drawn to click on it. It is for you. I am going to be pulling some overall energy cards for the collective from several different oracle decks, and then I will be moving on to the chat and answering questions from there. I answer questions in the order that they are received, and I try to pull 2 cards for each one. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less, but I'll give you more directions when I get to that point. Right now I am shuffling for the collective from the first oracle deck to see what the overall energy is. So Spirit, what is the guiding energy for this midweek reading for the collective? What is going on? What is going on for this collective? On Monday, the reading got cut short. For some reason, we lost connection. And it was very windy here, and I'm wondering if that's the reason why. Nothing else went out, but that doesn't mean my Wi-Fi didn't. Sometimes it doesn't always shut off completely, but I go offline for some reason. So that might have happened. Either way, I'm here now. So I apologize for Monday, but I wasn't about to go back on and have the same thing happen. And so I was like, you know what, I'll make it up at some point this week. So here I am. Let's see what cards come out to start this. We have seek guidance in this. It's time for a different perspective. I'm going to pull my chair in. A different perspective. Time to view things differently is what Spirit's saying. Open up to different things. Maybe ask for somebody's opinion who you usually wouldn't ask. Look at things from somebody else's point of view. You might learn something. You might find out exactly what you need to move forward. And let that be your guide. We have be still. Cultivate a space of stillness and silence to just be. Spirit saying disconnect. Disconnect from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Maybe move into nature. Maybe you just want to look at the clouds. Daydream. Maybe you just want to stare at the moon. Things that bring you peace, things that bring you calmness, surround yourself with it and just be still and quiet and see what comes to you. That's where I find that I receive the most downloads, is when I am still and just concentrating, maybe looking at the moon and the stars, Or, sometimes I'm sitting there like reading a book, but these beautiful clouds sometimes distract me. And just in that stillness, it's like you're communicating with nature, with your higher power, your higher self. And that's sometimes what brings downloads in. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Set boundaries. Okay, I've been getting this card. I got it yesterday for my love and romance reading, which you should check out if you haven't already. I went live yesterday with a love and romance reading. And boundaries was a prevalent card that came out. Claim your power and know your value. So when you know your worth, you know when to say no to somebody. When you aren't being treated fairly. When to say, I don't know. Maybe that's not for me. Or remind somebody, this is how I need to be treated. So if you're not okay with that, then maybe this isn't a thing. Boundaries are about you respecting others and people respecting you in return. And hopefully that person appreciates it. Let's see if we can get another card. Because it does make friendships and romantic partnerships stronger. Knowing what that person wants and accepts. Knowing that they're not going to be taken advantage of. Not by you or anybody else. That this person has standards and knows their worth. All of a sudden, it's like their value should go up in your eyes. And vice versa. We have pull yourself close. Every part of your being is deserving of love. Again, knowing your worth. Claim your power and know your values. It's part of loving somebody, is accepting them for everything that they are. Loving yourself. Every part of you deserves love. Every part, even the nasty little bits, your worst habits, deserve love. Your mistakes, you being accountable for those mistakes. They still are part of you and are making you who you are. And it all deserves love. Your shadow self, things that happened to you in the past, all of it. Sometimes you just have to be reminded. Okay, so let's see what's from this deck. Okay, Spirit, I'm shuffling for the collective. What does the collective need to know from this deck? Spirit, for this midweek pop-up reading. Thank you. Oh, a bunch of them came out. We have crown chakra. We have light. patience, victory, and success. Boy, that was a big... Okay, so I feel like there is a lot of growth happening right now. And I didn't even see that there. I said growth happening, and I see this. See how there's a seed, and this beautiful lily is growing from their palm? Spirit said growth. Look at his palm. How about that? I do feel like you've been really tending to your goals, your wants, your needs, your desires, your manifestations. And I feel the universe is feeling that. The universe knows you're putting in the work. And feel the energy that you've been putting in. And now you're seeing growth because of it, or you will be seeing growth. And it's going to be a time of victory and success. It's going to be like a rebirth for you. Now, I just heard this is something that you're going to have to maintain. Once you get this success, once you achieve what you've been striving for, it's going to be something that you have to maintain. You have to keep working. So it's not going to maintain itself. So Spirit wants to remind you that, yes, it took hard work to get here, to nurture this into existence. And then once you have it, you're going to have to still nurture it to help keep it growing. You know, what do you do with flowers, with plants? You propagate. You might cut off some leaves and put them in a vase or whatever. And then they start to root. And after a few weeks, you plant it in soil and nurture that. Maybe you give it away to somebody. Maybe you keep it for yourself. But that's what Spirit's saying. You have to keep going. Just because you received what you wanted from the universe doesn't mean it stopped. What you want to manifest, you have to keep working at and make it a lifestyle choice. Now, we also have crown chakra and light, and I feel like these go together. The crown chakra sits about 6 inches above the crown of your head and has this beautiful energy shining through that feeds all of the other chakras. And it's like this person sees that beautiful energy coming in. This person understands that and are receptive to this light that's coming in for them. This rejuvenation. And is accepting of it. So once you focus on this crown chakra energy, it opens up for you. If you're receptive to it, then it's going to fill all of the other chakras right down to your root chakra at the bottom of your spine. So keep your heart open and really focus on your crown chakra this week. Some of you might have stagnant energy. Some of you might not be feeling well throughout your body. This could be chakra blockages or stagnancy. So if you concentrate on this beautiful, it's like a magenta light, and envision it, this magenta light coming right through your skull and right down your spine, and feel it opening as you go, your third eye, your throat, your heart, each one by one going down till you reach your root. So you might want to do that as a meditation this week, or maybe when you're on break at work, you just shut your eyes and you focus on this beautiful magenta light coming down on you. But I feel like Spirit's saying, and it's going to make you brighter. It's going to increase your energy. People are drawn to you. People see you as this radiant energy. All right, so I'm going to move on. So right now I am, for those of you just tuning in, I am shuffling for the overall energy for the collective. Once I am done going through a few oracle decks for the overall energy for the collective for this pop-up reading, I will be moving on to the chat and answering questions in the order that they are received in the chat. So I'll explain more in detail how I do that when I am closer to that. But you can be asking questions while I am going through the overall energy. Okay, Spirit, what is going on? What do they need to hear from this deck? Ooh. They're all falling out in like clumps today. We have find a balance, practice gratitude, and detoxify. I feel like that's also about like this clearing light of the chakra is detoxifying, like clearing stagnancy, maybe doing a cleanse for some of you. This could also maybe you know, if you are, maybe it's your call to stop drinking for a couple weeks. Maybe it's your call to eat cleaner for a couple weeks to just detoxify yourself and, you know, set the path straight again to have that rebirth, that start over. But I do feel like there is a call to get all of that toxins out, and not just in your body, but in your life. We're talking detoxifying, maybe, and it's a great time because the springtime is here. Spring cleaning. Get rid of things that aren't suited for you anymore. Things that are bringing your energy in your home down. I mean, you'll know it when you see it. If something is not suited for you, maybe it's you're holding on to something from an ex. Get rid of it, donate it, sell it, whatever you have to do. Maybe it's a piece of clothes. Maybe it's a trinket. Detoxify. Get it out of your energy. Maybe you have to go through your closet and get rid of old clothes. Maybe you want to clean out your refrigerator and get rid of all the outdated stuff, or your freezer or your cabinets. Maybe go through your storage closet and get rid of things that you haven't seen or used in a year and a half. Get rid of that energy that's just been sitting around. Now, with practice gratitude, I can't tell you how many times a day I say thank you, Spirit. because I am truly grateful for it all. And the easiest way to raise your energy is to say thank you. And of course, I want to keep my energy high. Who doesn't? So, practicing gratitude. It doesn't have to be this big event, this big ritual, but saying thank you for the things that you have in your life right now and being thankful for to your higher power for all the things right now and using your resources and keeping your light vibrant and raising energy on your own. Thank you for that green light on the way to work. It made me not late. Like certain things like that. Thank you for having my alarm go off because I didn't, or waking me up because I didn't set my alarm. Like every day, there are things to be grateful for. I know at least I have. And these are things that I actually say thank you for. Because it's like my higher power place is so active. And once you start seeing these things in your life, you're like, oh, okay, that happened because, it was made to happen by the universe. My higher power, my guides and guardians are watching out for me. Thank them. Show gratitude. And then we have find a balance. Big Libra energy. Find a balance. This could be finding a balance between so many things. Work life, home life, maybe your dating life versus raising a child or children. Maybe it's making sure you're being treated as an equal at work, getting that respect that you deserve, benefiting from all that you give, whether it be at work or at home or with your friends. Finding equality. This could mean even being inclusive, is what I just heard. Taking a chance. Being fair to people. And making sure people are being fair to you. Keep an open mind. And we even said that in the beginning. Keeping an open mind. Treating people fairly. Treating things fairly. Seeing the bigger picture. Looking at things from a different angle. Knowing your worth. And make sure you're being treated as such. That's all about balance. It's not just, it's our whole lives are about balance. Finding a way to make sure that our cups are full as well as everybody else's. And especially in this world today, treating people fairly. So many people have a struggle with it, and I don't even think they know. Understanding other people's points of view. You might not agree with them, but trying to understand. And empathy for others. Okay, so let's see. We are going to move on to the love deck, and then I'll start tarot. All right, Spirit, I am shuffling for the collective from this love oracle. What do they need to know? What messages and guidance for love and romance for this midweek pop-up? Messages for this midweek pop-up for the collective spirit. What do they need to know? What is it that they need to know? Thank you. Guys, don't forget to click on like and subscribe to my channel. Also, hit that notification bell. That's going to let you know when I go live. Tomorrow I have another live. I usually go live on Mondays and Thursdays between 6:30 and 7 Eastern time. But as you can see, this is a pop-up reading. I was cut off. My reading was cut off on Monday, my live. So rather than come back on, because it was really windy and the weather was terrible, and I felt like my connection was lost. So rather than come back on and get cut off again, I decided to come on tonight. But I often have pop-up readings, especially now that the weather is getting nice. I like to go out on my balcony and do them. So look out for those coming up. All right, so can I have a couple more, Spirit? Let's see if Spirit will give me any more. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Okay, so we have quite a few. Oh boy. I picked these up together. These must have come out together. We have hopeless and hoping. I just got the chills. So some of you might be falling apart, thinking the worst, replaying situations, thinking there's no chance. Some of you might be going through a no contact situation here. A stagnancy. Feeling like because there's been no contact and all you've been hearing is crickets. There's a feeling like you don't exist to them anymore. Maybe they promised you something. Maybe you're feeling abandoned. Like they're giving you the cold shoulder, or they're being short with you, or not responding. You're feeling ghosted, not wanted. I do feel like but you keep hoping, you keep manifesting. So that means you're keeping this energetic, they're still in your energy. You're still tied to them. I feel for some of you, there is a lot of controlling. You're feeling the need to control a situation. I feel like this person, for some, there might be relationships that nothing was certain. They might have left you on red with no response, but there was really no fallout. So it's got you scratching your head like, I thought things were okay, but now you're unsure. So some of you are in this state of constant hoping. Is this person going to return? For others, there are people who are paying a lot of attention to you, but there's still crickets. But they've been paying attention to you, perhaps on social media. Perhaps they're inquiring with friends or your family. They're paying a lot of attention to you. And I do feel like there is a lot of chemistry. It makes you wonder, why aren't they reaching out? If there's so much chemistry, what are they waiting for? They're paying attention because they do want the opportunity to be in your energy. They do want to know if there's something still between you, if there's an attraction, if there's sparks. If you're willing to give them a second chance. Which is why they're trying to figure out when is a good opportunity. Since you haven't been talking, maybe, is this person dating anybody? But yeah, for some of you, there's somebody who's very interested. For others, it's just you need to cut the ties and realize that it's done. All right, so let's move on to tarot. That was an interesting reading for the last little bit of our of our love deck. So right now I am shuffling for, let's get some more incense going before I start into this tarot. Now I am going to be going through the chat. I'm starting at the top, and I'll be reading the questions in the order that they came in. I pulled 2 cards for each question, and you'll know it's your question because of I'm going to read your handle first. So make sure you're listening for your handle so you don't miss your question. Because if you ask questions multiple times, I'm going to address it once. So please don't spam the chat with asking the question multiple times, because I am looking at the top of the chat. And if you're down here blowing up the chat with spam, I won't know because I'm up here. and I can't see you. So be aware of that. I don't answer questions about health or pregnancy. But other than that, I think we should be good to go. Let's scroll up to the top. I'm so glad you guys are here. It's a pleasure to hang out with you. And let's get this party started. How about it, Tarot fam? So hi to everybody who is here. Thank you for clicking on like and subscribing to my channel and hitting that notification bell. This is, after all, a pop-up reading, so it's kind of like on the fly. If you saw my love and romance reading from last night, I kind of mentioned that I was going to be coming on today, but if you didn't, you wouldn't know unless you had that notification bell. All right, so let's go ahead. We have M Love. Hi, how are you? M Love would like, could I get a love reading, please? Of course you can. With a name like that, how could I not give you a love reading? All right, Spirit, I am shuffling for M Love. What kind of romance and love is in their energy? What's coming in for them? Thank you. Okay, so let's see here. I feel like there is somebody that you had your eye on, but I am feeling like they're not available right now. There's somebody that you might be catching feelings for or trying to find out more about. I feel like, though, that they're unavailable right now. They might have a lot on their plate. I feel like this person also might have, you might know it's them because they might have a child from a different relationship. Or they might actually be busy with this child and they're not able to maybe accommodate you at this time, or they don't have enough. It's like they don't have enough emotional energy for you. At the moment. I feel this could also, I'm getting that this could also be your energy. Not having enough time to devote to a partnership. Like, it's like you're almost emotionally unavailable. Like you crave a boyfriend or whatever, a partner, but it's like you don't have the emotional availability for it. There's no time. You want it to work, but you don't. There's no time for. I just feel like there's no emotional availability, and I feel like that's more of you than of them. Thank you, M Love. Shan Ali V6G6L says hi. Hello. Thank you for coming. We have, oh, from, oh, is this Beth? Bethy Amrich? I don't know. I thought I knew you perhaps. I don't know. Hello, welcome, Bethy Amrich 9640. Good to see you. Thank you. Welcome to my page. Bethy says, yeah, I like this. Good, I'm glad. Okay, so Marharguna says, hello, can I ask Elle's feelings for me, please? Shuffling for Marharguna. Wants to know about Elle's feelings. What does Mar... Thank you. What is Elle's feelings for Marharguna? What is Elle's feelings for Marharguna? Okay, so I feel like there is some kind of higher level chemistry, or we have the Hierophant and the High Priestess. I feel like there's a really big, like, telepathic communication between you guys. Like, you can kind of feed off each other's energy. But lately you haven't been feeling it. Because we have this King of Rods that came out as well in reverse. So there's something that might be going on in Elle's life that is blocking or interfering or causing a distraction with this energy. But I do feel like you do have a huge energetic connection. I mean, this is all about energy. Trusting your gut, being really intuitive. And that's with each other. But for some reason, the masculine part of this partnership is distracted by something. So you feel like at a loss because you can't feel their energy. So that's what makes you question, like, what's their energy for me? Because you can't feel it as readily as you used to. But they still have a really big energetic connection to you, which means that you're still in their energy. They still think about you, but for something's distracting them right now. So they need to come out of this distraction so you can feel their energy again. But right now, it's going to be hard. Thank you, Marhaguna. M Love says, does this person ever look into my socials online? Shuffling for M Love and the person she's thinking about. Does this person ever look into my socials online? Shuffling for M Love. Does the person she's thinking about ever look at her socials? Shuffling for M Love. Thank you. Yes, I do believe that they look at your socials. Yep. They're trying to find confidence here. They might suffer from lack of self-confidence. They might be an overthinker. But I do feel like they are looking at your socials. M Love also asks, why does he neglect his son? Does he not love him? What's the energy with M Love's person and his son? Why is there neglect there? What's going on in that energy? I don't really like that answer, honestly. What I heard when this card came out, we have the Queen of Rods. It's a beautiful card, super energetic. But I heard because they feel like you got it. And I get it because the Queen of Rods is super energetic. They can take care of anything. And they have this persona of they're very charming. It's kind of like, even though they could feel like, it's the end of the world, they're still going to come out on fire. They're going to come out with a lot of energy. They're going to put a face on like they're unbothered. And of course, because that's what you have to do, you're being really given no other option. So of course you're going to be in this energy because you got it covered. If you want the truth, that's why he feels like you got it covered. Can we clarify this at all, Spirit? With M Love's persons. He's taking a pause. The Hanged Man is taking a break, taking a pause, trying to figure shit out. Not a good enough excuse. I get it that that's my, I mean, it's the truth. That's what he might be doing. Doesn't mean it's okay. It's not that he doesn't love him. I think he's trying to figure his stuff out and knows he's in capable hands, to be perfectly honest with you. And I know it's not a good enough answer, but that's what we got. Thank you, M Love. Sanjay Kumar, L5Q3M. Does Isha have love feelings for Sanjay, or is it only me? Okay, what is the energy between Isha and Sanjay? What is the energy there, Spirit? I do feel like you keep fighting for it with this Nine of Wands energy, but I feel like they're not fighting back. They're not working on it at all. So it's very one-sided. So I do believe that you're the one with the love feelings, and Isha does not have love feelings with this energy. Thank you, Sanjay. We have Mintu Bahati. Hello. ZT8XC. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. We have Love Kush True Feelings for Jazz Karan. I know that's not how you pronounce that, but okay, so Love Kush True Feelings for Jazz Karan. I feel like they're have built a wall. They are Mm. Okay, so we have this Ace of Swords energy. So it's like, I feel like messages may start coming in if this, there's for some reason they're being blocked by something. I feel like this blockage with the seven of wands energy, usually it's about being defensive, but I do feel like it's rather being defensive, I feel like they're blocking. Do they have you blocked? I'm getting a blocked energy. Like you're sending them messages maybe and they're not responding, which is why you're looking for clarity on it, because swords are all about clarity, figuring things out, seeking knowledge. But I feel like this is somebody who maybe has blocked you. I feel like they blocked you, Mintu. I'm so sorry if that's what it is. Thank you. M Love says, did she tell him about what she saw? Shuffling for M Love, asking, did she tell him about what she saw? Did she tell him about what she saw? Shuffling for M Love's people. Did she tell him about what she saw? Thank you. Did she tell him about what she saw? Thank you. I feel like whatever this is pertaining to, there is a feeling of, because I can't answer a yes or no question, as you know, and love on tarot. So I have to give you the energy surrounding it. So we have the Six of Swords and the Death card. So I feel like whatever had to end or is ending, because there is going to be an ending, is going to lead to obviously a new beginning, because when things end, there's a new beginning. However, this is going to bring a calmness, like a weight has been lifted from their shoulders. Yes, and endings are difficult. I understand that. But this is going to be not only a new start, but it's going to be such a levity for this person. It's almost going to be like a breath of fresh air. They're coming from a really hard time to something way calmer. They just have to ride it out for the grieving to end because of the ending, for, you know, ends to be tied up, loose ends, and then the levity that they're going to feel is going to be worth it. Thank you, M Love. Priyanka Sharma asks, can I ask my question? Of course. JJ0944, what's going to cheer me up from my ex leaving me? Okay, what can cheer JJ0944 up after his breakup? No, you are healing. I feel like getting together with friends and remaining present. Maybe hanging out with friends that you haven't seen in a while. I just heard laughter, levity will cheer you up. I would correspond with some friends because you're already in that healing. You're already trying to heal. You just need some help along the way. So maybe some old friends, some family. Thank you, JJ0944. Priyanka Sharma asks, how does he truly feel about me right now? Priyanka wants to know, how does he truly feel about them right now? What is Priyanka's person's feelings towards them? Priyanka's person's feelings towards them. They're very attracted to you. They feel a lot of passion for you. But it looks like we have the 10 of rods that came out sideways. So I feel like they are on the fence about ending something, or maybe they're seeing somebody else and something has to end, or they're trying to end something to focus their attention on you, perhaps. But I do feel something is ending here. And that's a brutal ending. That's not just that is a brutal ending. But I feel like they do want to start something with you. They're very attracted to you. But they're on the fence about maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's an energetic tie. Thank you, Priyanka. Sanjay Kumar says, does Isha have... Oh, I already answered that. Thanks, Sanjay. Okay. Dahlia Boo says, hi, it's me. Hi, Dahlia. And the person I'm thinking about is me and the person... Oh, she says, hi. That answers the questions. Not hi, it's me. I got really excited there for a second. Hi, Dahlia Boo. Clearly, I'm the only one excited. Is me and the person I'm thinking about some context we haven't talked in years, but I daydream about him. Is this a karmic telepathic connection? Okay, the person Dahlia Boo is thinking about. What's the energy there, Spirit? She finds herself daydreaming about this person. Is there more to this? Thank you. Is there more to this connection? What's going on there? Well, I just felt something turn over. No? Ooh! Holy moly. Oh, I do feel like he might be entering your life. This is getting out, being amongst the people, ending your hermit phase for right now, and getting out and showing your light. I feel like there is a telepathic connection here because of the High Priestess. We all know what kind of telepathic and energetic connection the high priestess energy is. All right? To this emperor, perhaps? I mean, could this get be any more clear? You got to get out, shine your light. Maybe you're going to run into them. But yes, this is a telepathic connection here. I do believe. But you got to get out from your hermit mode. Thank you, Dahlia Boo. Sanjay Kumar. Oh, we have already asked that. Minnie KRN says, will I get the job in school in the first week of April? Will I get the job in school in the first week of April? Shuffling for Minnie. Will they get the job in school in the first week of April? Shuffling for Minnie. What is the energy regarding this job in school? What is the energy there? Thank you. Thank you. We have the Magician. So that is working for something. And we have the Hermit card. I just heard follow your light. So if this is like a dream or a goal, keep working towards it. Keep that energy high. Keep manifesting that you want this job over anybody else. Speak it into existence. We still have, what, 2 more weeks, week and a half, before the beginning of April. Is that true? No. This week is, we only have a few days before the first week of April. So I would say keep that energy high. Speak it into existence. You're the only one who deserves it. All right? I do believe there's a chance here. Thank you, Minnie. Dahlia Boo says, what's coming in for me soon? What is coming into Dahlia Boo's energy soon? What is coming in for Dahlia Boo? What does she have to look forward to? Thank you. We have the Knight of Cups energy. And I was just told to look at this Knight of Cups armor. So I feel like there's somebody who is going to be shedding their armor, maybe showing their vulnerability towards you. This could be a friend. This could be somebody who's interested in you in a romantic way. But they're going to want to connect with you emotionally and be more vulnerable with you. You might have disregarded this person previously, but I feel like this is somebody who feels a calmness around you, or maybe you let them be themselves. You hear them. Maybe they're going through a rough time. This could be about travel, or maybe you're going on a trip, or you're meeting this person on a trip. Keep your energy open for that. Somebody being in your energy, trying to be vulnerable with you, trying to share with you. And it's important that you engage with this person. Now, obviously, there's free will. If you don't feel comfortable, then please don't do it. But this person is meant to make you feel comfortable. And if it's somebody that makes you feel weird, is not that person that I'm speaking about. Um, but yeah, there's somebody going to be coming into your energy. So keep an eye out for that. All right. Thank you, Dahlia. Thank you for letting them know that they're spamming. I think I mentioned that when I first started. Okay, so soppiness. Soppiness. Soppies? Is it soppies? Soapies, perhaps? Hi there again. Hello. Uh, Soppies wants to know, I'm curious, is my ex-partner texting me this April? Will Soppy's ex-partner be messaging them this April? I do feel it's going to bring you a lot of happiness and bring the situation a lot of happiness if they do. We have the 9 of Cups and then the 5 of Swords in reverse. So you've let go of control, which is amazing, not an easy thing to do. And you're trying to let things play out the way they're meant to play out. Again, not easy. So I do feel like I'm getting an energy that's more positive because, I can't really answer yes or no questions. I can only give you the energy of what I see. So I do feel like because you've let go of control and you're letting things unravel the way they're supposed to, you're not playing games. You're not doing things for your benefit and your benefit alone. You've let them be, you've let them grow. You've let them become themselves and mature and heal and do all the things that they're meant to. So I do feel like there is a chance that they are going to be reaching out because you've done all the things that you're supposed to do. And if the universe wants you to be together, then the universe is going to make it happen. But you've been so good at not forcing anything that if it doesn't happen, then I feel like you're okay with moving on. And I do feel like you're open to other things coming in for you. Aunt Rose says hello there. Hello, Aunt Rose. Evie Lion says hi. Evie Lion 75 says, does Steve have feelings for me? Let's see. Okay. Shuffling for Evie Lion. Does Steve have feelings for Evie Lion? 75. Does Steve have feelings for Evie Lion? Does Steve have feelings for Evie Lion? Can I have another card, please, Spirit? Can you clarify that? Regarding Evie, Lion, and Steve. I don't feel like there's a lot of excitement, if I'm being honest. We have the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is a super exciting card. You know, it's about newness and excitement and wanting to get to know each other and spending time together and doing new things and creating memories and core memories and all this kind of stuff. But this is in reverse. So I feel like there might even be a boredom there. I feel like there's not a lot of excitement. I'm sorry. We have the 9 of Swords in reverse. I don't think you're on his radar. Like, I feel like if this person maybe knew you existed, if you gave him the messages, if you not existed, but like knew that you had feelings for them, like planted that seed or put it on the table and been like, hey, do you want to go out for coffee or whatever? But I feel like right now, there's nothing there because I'm not even sure he knows that you have feelings for him. I feel like if something were to trigger something in him, then maybe that would change. But not yet, he doesn't. Aunt Rose asks, is there a helpful, why did I say that with an accent? Is there a helpful, is there a helpful message from my spirit guides? Oh, you want it specifically to be helpful? No, I'm just kidding. Of course. Any guidance from Aunt Rose's spirit guides? The 3 of Wands came out, so that means you're waiting. You've been waiting for something. Some kind of message is coming in for you. Spirit, can you clarify this 3 of... Thank you. Are you getting money? You have the 10 of Pentacles. Money or something material. Maybe you are putting your money towards some kind of investment or something that you've been planning on or something that you've wanted for a long time. Something that, you know, you might have yeah, this is the 10 of... I feel like you've been waiting for this purchase or maybe saving up for it until you had... Maybe it's a down payment on something like a house or a car. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm lighting more incense. But I do feel like something that you've been waiting for is coming into you. Into your energy, rather. So be on the lookout for that. It could be money. It could be something material. Maybe you ordered something and it's arriving soon. Thank you, Aunt Rose. Vinny Saluja 9965 When and where might I meet my life partner? Well, I can give you an energy, but as far as what time and location, let's see. When and where? I feel like right now you're too disconnected or you're emotionally unavailable to meet any life partners. We have the 9 of cups in reverse and the 5 of cups. You're distracted by something. This could be work, or maybe it's another person or family or kids, but there's no emotional capacity right now to even think of starting a connection with somebody, especially a life partner. Um, right now, you need to take care of yourself with this 4 of swords energy and seek more clarity. I feel like there are going to be opportunities presenting themselves to you soon where you're going to have to make choices that don't involve a romantic partner being a part of your life. I feel like that's to come, but it's not going to be anytime in the near future. You have to concentrate on yourself and making clear life decisions for yourself. And then I feel like the universe is going to introduce you to this life partner, but it's not going to be until you address yourself first. Thank you, Vinny. Jazz, hello. Eve Lyon says does Steve has feelings for me, please? I think I just answered that. Jazz Starfish says, what will happen if I call Christian tonight? What is the energy of Jazz calling Christian? It looks like he's going to pay attention. He's going to probably pick up. I don't think that he's going to treat you very fairly. Do you see how uneven those scales are? I mean, in some justice cards, they're very much, kind of even. That is so off. I don't think that they're going to treat you very kindly if you have this conversation. But they'll probably pick up. Thank you, Jazz. Marhaguna says thank you. You're welcome. Jazz says, what will happen in April for me? What will happen in April for Jazz? Thank you. There's going to be a lot of growth in April, but I feel like you need to make a decision that you've been putting off. We have the Lovers in reverse, which is a choice card. So I feel like there's some kind of decision. And once you make this decision, then that's what's going to help you grow. This could be, yes, it's going to have something that is going to enhance your growth. Maybe it's going back to school, maybe it's cutting off somebody, maybe it's acquiring somebody in your life. But whatever decision you're going to need to make that to enhance your life. Thank you, Jazz. Thank you so much. Thank you, M Love. Jazz also asked, does my grandma Esther have any messages for me? She's passed away. Does Grandma Esther have any messages? Thank you. Something about thinking more clearly. Thinking more clearly. I feel like there's something that maybe your grandma wants you to work harder at. That might be something between you and your grandma. And we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe it's job opportunities or opportunities in general. You're missing opportunities. And you need to start thinking more clearly about that. And Jazz also asks, does my friend Elena have any messages for me? Shuffling for Jazz wants to know if Elena has any messages for Jazz. Any messages from Elena? There's something that's coming in that's going to spark your interest and is going to create a lot of passion and joy for you. And this could be like maybe something that you're really good at and something that's going to make you some money. And the point of doing this, I just heard, is for you to save, to put away this money. So whatever this is, I mean, this is the Queen of Pentacles. This is something big. And the point is to be saving this money. Thank you, Jazz. Cyan, how are you? Cyan wants to know what's coming their way in April. What's coming in for Cyan in April? Ooh, again with the Queen of Pentacles. So there's some kind of financial gain coming in for you, or maybe you've been saving. For whatever reason, you are feeling comfortable with where you're at, maybe financially, maybe you're putting something aside, maybe you've paid off some debts, and there's some kind of like something that you're feeling freed from. But so I feel like it's maybe you're paying off debt. Maybe there's a last payment on something like a car or a home. You're paying down something, like you feel a little bit more free financially. Thank you, Cyan. Jazz asked, do my spirits think I should start pricing people for my mediumship reads on TikTok and YouTube? Jazz wants to know about pricing people. Do you have a YouTube and a TikTok channel? I'd be interested in watching for sure. Okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like you're going to find the people in these forums that are going to help you for sure. And I feel like they're going to give you direction. Jazz asked, did you get new cars? No, these are actually quite old. Probably from when I first started reading tarot. So these are actually pretty old. Changing them up a little bit. I like these cards because they're easy to see the story, if that makes sense. They're different, but I know when I first got them, I was like, they're so easy to see what I'm meant to see. Thank you, Jazz. Dun Dun Dan, Rayon Martin from Jamaica. That's not really a question. I don't know what that means. Dun Dun Dan, you're going to have to be a little bit more specific with that question. I don't know what Rayon Martin from Jamaica question. Rayon Martin from Jamaica? Like, I don't know. Help me out there, friend, please. Serene Megan says, feelings of Omar for me. Serene. What is Omar's feelings for Serene? I'm asking for Serene. What is the energy there with Omar and Serene? What is Omar's feelings for Serene? I feel like Omar has some self-doubt. We have the Strength card in the challenge position. So I feel like he is doubting himself or doesn't have a good self-esteem to come towards you or to let you know what their feelings are. Maybe he needs a hint that you're into them before he moves forward. It's like he wants to make sure it's a sure thing, like the opportunity's actually there. Yeah, he's confused. He's confused about this. He doesn't want to take a chance unless it's a sure thing. So maybe if you can either drop hints or maybe have somebody tell him or you tell him that you want to get together and talk, so he knows that it's for real. Because I feel like he thinks it's, you would never go for somebody like him. Current feelings of Motaz to Hannah. This is for Hannah's hair. 7655. Motez's feelings for Hannah. Motez's feelings for Hannah. Okay, so I feel like they are walking away. Well, they are walking away for sure. I don't feel like they have much feelings for... Motez does not have feelings for Hannah. Not in a way of romance, at least. I fucking knew it. Thank you. Cool. I love it. Love that answer. Dahlia. Okay, so Priyanka says, what are his intentions towards this relationship? Shuffling for Priyanka. What are his intentions towards this relationship? I feel like they want this to work out and they're trying hard to work it out. And he's trying to work on their vulnerability here. It's hard for them to be vulnerable and tell how they're feeling, but they are working on it. They're working on trying to be better, to be the man that you want them to be. But it's going to take some time because, they have all this armor on. They've been protecting themselves for years. And now, maybe you've asked them, you want to know more about them, you want to be in their life. Maybe they were used to being single for so long or keeping their heart covered. See that chest plate? And now somebody's asking them to be vulnerable and share their feelings and their thoughts and their world, and they're like, ah. So, as they want to work on it, they're chiseling away at themselves, trying to make these changes for the better. So they are working on it, but it's not going to happen overnight for sure. It's a work in progress. Thank you, Priyanka. Serene Megan says, does Omar have any feeling? Oh, I already answered that. Oh, wait. Does Omar have loving feelings for Serene, or it's only me? I don't understand that, or it's only me. Because I did say Omar does not have feelings for Serene. I don't know. It's only me. Oh, it's only you that has the feelings. Yeah, I already answered that question. Okay, Shinu Panwar says, it's not a big question, ma'am, please. I didn't see your first question. I'm going through every question. I have not seen anything come up from Shinu Panwar until right this moment. So let me know what your question is and I'll get it answered. Unless it was held for review, then I would not have seen it. Okay, so Minnie asks, will I get the... Oh, I already answered that. You're going to have to watch further back. I already answered that. Eve Lyons says, thank you. You're welcome. And Sarah88 G5P says, hello. Sarah88 says, any messages from Kay? Any messages from Kay? Sarah88 wants to know if there's any messages from Kay. Thank you. Any messages coming in from Kay? Thank you. No. We have the High Priestess in reverse and the Ace of Swords in reverse, all about intuitive messages. No. No messages. Thank you, Sarah. Jazz Starfish says, yes, I do. And Shai Van Radha Krishnan says hi. Jazz Starfish says, a YouTube and a TikTok. What is the name of your YouTube and TikTok? And how come you haven't shared it with us? The Sublime asked, what's S's current feelings for me? Asking for the Sublime. What is S's current feelings for them? S's current feelings for the Sublime. Shuffling for the Sublime. What is S's current feelings? Woo. I feel like they might be reaching out soon, actually, with an offer. We have the Four of Swords in the reverse and the Page of Pentacles. They might be messaging you or reaching out in some way, shape, or form. Okay, Aunt Rose says, how is the energy around love for me in the month of April? Shuffling for Aunt Rose. What is the energy around love for April for Aunt Rose? What's coming in for Aunt Rose in romance and love? Aunt Rose. I feel like you may have a habit of, and this isn't me picking on you, and I feel like you know that by now, I'm going to be honest with you, that you have a repetitive nature of falling for people who may be addicts of some kind. Maybe they like to drink a lot or indulge in whatever. There's a lot of addictions out there, but they have a lot of addictive behavior, perhaps. And maybe this is you I'm talking about. But I'm feeling like there's somebody who's trying to end that behavior, or you're trying to help somebody end that behavior. It's like you're trying to be the light that they need. But in reality, you need to concentrate on yourself. You're draining yourself in every sense of the word. You need self-care. You need to take a time out and think of your own well-being. This cycle that you have needs to come to an end. And I often say that I feel like a lot of my subscribers are healers. I feel like a lot of you have that healing energy. And that's what we do, is a lot of times we have these people who have addictions or hurt or scarred, or even if they're healing from those addictions, we're still want them to know we're a safe place. But I feel like when you tangle yourself up in romance with people and you're tempted by romance, it often leads to, I just heard, tragedy. I feel like you have a lot more on your plate than you anybody knows. But I feel like Spirit's saying this cycle itself needs to end before any kind of healthy love can come in. You need to take time to heal yourself before any kind of love is going to be coming into you. And I don't know if that resonates or not, but that's what has come out. Thank you, Aunt Rose. Minnie, I think I already answered your question. And if you asked several times, then I only answered once. So you're going to have to go back to get the answer. Jazz Starfish says, what can I expect from my work next week? My work next week. What can Jazz expect from her work next week? What can Jazz expect from her work next week? They may have to cut your hours. I feel like you're being asked to maybe start something new, or you're asked to be brave for some reason, to have strength. That could be emotional strength. Maybe you're going to be dealing with somebody who is trying to pick a fight or rub you the wrong way. So you're being asked to be strong in that situation. But I do feel like maybe your hours get cut, or you're sent home early on a shift, or maybe you go home early because you're sick. But I do feel like that your hours are going to get cut. Maybe you're late to work one day, but you might be short hours next week. You're welcome, Aunt Rose. Shivani Radha Krishnan. Will my marriage survive in the long run? Shuffling for Shivnira Radha Krishnan. Will their marriage survive? I feel like there's going to be times when you have to develop coping skills to get through. And then other times when you're going to take those lessons and bring them to the table because you've already been through it. I feel like from these lessons, you're going to become stronger and more resilient. And there needs to be, and when during these times of hardship and road bumps, you're going to have to remember to get rid of the distractions and come back to you guys. But I do feel like you're going to be okay if you work through it. Thank you, Shivani Radka Krishnan. Okay, Minnie says, will I get the job in school? I already answered this. I'm not going to answer that again. Okay, so Jazz Starfish says, who is coming in from my love life for me? Who is coming in from Jazz's love life for her? Who is coming in for Jazz's love life? Who is coming in for Jazz's love life? Thank you. Well, whoever it is going to be a real doozy. We have the Tower card. The Tower Might be a water sign. Who come in from my love life for me? What zodiac sign? And will new friend come my life for me? I don't know what that last part means. Okay, so Priyanka says, why am I feeling insecure or disconnected in this relationship? Asking for Priyanka. Can you clarify that, Spirit? There's this King of Wands energy here. That's like a really, well, they're very into you. Okay, so why is Priyanka feeling insecure about the relationship? Because we have the Nine of Cups as well, so I'm like, there's a physical and an emotional connection here. So why isn't Priyanka feeling connected? Why isn't Priyanka feeling connected, Spirit? I feel like because you carry a lot. Is it because you're taking care of everything else? So while this masculine energy gets to be jolly and happy all day, and you're taking care of almost everything else? I feel like there's a lot of weight on your shoulders. There's a lot of burden there. You're overwhelmed. You're feeling like there's no time for connection. And it's like they know what you have on your plate, but they're not taking anything away from you. They're not helping you. They're not putting you at ease. So you find that unattractive, and I can't say that I blame you. And it bothers you. And I feel that's why you're disconnected. This person looks at you though like, of course, because you're putting in all the work. They're really attracted to you both physically and emotionally. Thank you, Priyanka. Minnie, I already answered your question. Okay, so his YouTube channel's the one that I always talk to you on. The TikToks all share in the link. You mean your YouTube channel? I thought you said you had a YouTube channel, not his YouTube channel. The one that I always talk to you on. So it's Jazz Star. You change that name all the time, though. Oh, this YouTube channel. I'm confused. If you keep changing the name of your channel, then people aren't going to be able to find you. I'm going to find you and I'm going to follow you. Okay, so Minnie says, will I get the... Oh, I already answered that. Rishikesh J2T says, career guidance for Manu. Asking for Manu for career guidance, Spirit. What does Manu have coming in for career? What is the energy there for career? For Manu, asking for Rishi Cash. I feel like you have to look for something more stable. What you have now, there might be a lack of stability. Maybe they're doing layoffs or something like that, but there's a lack of stability where you are now. I feel like you may be the provider, so you're worried about leaving this job for another one. But you can't guarantee your stability at the one you're currently at. Thank you, Rishi Cash. Mavada says hello. Pretty Lady 856 says, hi, maybe on the list. There is no list. You just ask. Thank you. General reading for Mavida 7532. General reading for them. Okay, I feel like there's some kind of stagnant energy here. Things not coming through. You're feeling left out and alone. But I feel like that's because your energy is so low. People are hurting your feelings. You're having a hard time getting over it. There's some reason why your energy is so low, though. You have to find out what that is and make changes. Are you talking negatively about yourself or about other people? Are you being petty? Or are you not having gratitude for what you have now? Are you gossiping? Like, there's a lot of ways to be low vibrational and low energy. So we have to raise that energy, and then you'll start finding your people. But you have to want to make the changes, and then you're going to find your people who are meant for you. Pretty Lady says, my name is Soul. Will my friend Lionel and I clear things up? Okay. It's funny how you... Okay, so in the overall energy, these are what came out. You say, he confuses me. Confusion. Hoping. So I feel like you should go back and watch the overall energy reading for this pop-up. I feel like that might give you some answers as well, but of course I'll pull some cards for you. Will my friend Lionel and I clear things up? Okay, well, I can't answer yes or no questions, but I can give you the energy there. I feel like they are carrying a lot right now. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe they can't make a decision, or they're not sure if they want to start things again. Yeah, we have this. I feel like they're not sure. We have the Fool in the challenge position. So they're on the fence about starting something again with you. And they're not sure that you want that connection. Yeah, they're on the fence about starting a new journey or opening that wound again. And they're not sure if that's something that you are into. So check out the overall energy. I feel like there could be some connection, Pretty Lady. And thank you. Appreciate everybody. And thank you for clicking like and subscribing. I only have 5 more minutes left, so I'm going to be wrapping it up soon. Will Karen come me back in my life? Come any back in my life? Will Karen come back in my life? Asking for Minnie. Will Karen come back in my life? So I feel like there's this masculine energy here, and they are overwhelmed right now. So I feel like if they were to come back into your life, it's not going to be anytime soon. Jazz Starfish says, will I meet new friends, and what zodiac? Will I meet new friends? Jazz wants to know. I feel like there is something, you have a wall built. There's something you're hiding from. What zodiac sign? Jazz wants to know what zodiac sign. I mean, keep your heart open to all zodiac signs. Why does it matter? Because I feel like when you ask that, you're kind of limiting yourself and the energy coming in. We have fire, pentacles, air. You might meet him at work. We have the Queen of Pentacles. You might meet him traveling. Okay, Shivani Radha Krishnan says, how many questions can I ask? Not many more. There's only 3 minutes left. Priyanka says, thank you so much. You are so sweet. It means a lot. Of course, my pleasure, Priyanka. Thank you for the first question. I'm sorry for the complicated long username. Going to change that to something simpler. No, you're fine. If I can call you like Rada or whatever, because sometimes I give you guys nicknames, but if you're like new to the channel, I just don't want to assume. Okay, so Mavida says thanks and wants a love reading. So what is the energy of love coming into Mavida's energy? I feel like there might be something new coming in regarding love. Somebody might be trying to get to know you a little bit better, seeking clarity on your situation, wanting to know, like, are you together? Yeah. I think they're asking about you. Somebody's asking about you to, like, maybe it's somebody you know through another connection. It's like somebody is coming in for you that you may know through somebody else. I feel like they're talking about you or communicating with somebody about you. Okay, Mystic Gem says, I was wondering if you can let me know how a health negotiation meeting at the workplace will go. Mystic Gem wants to know about a health negotiation meeting. Okay, so you're being asked to look at things from a different perspective. There might be a lot of things that are still up in the air regarding this. But you have to remain strong and stand your ground. I don't know if that resonates at all. And Jazz says, what is the energy around me right now? King of Pentacles energy. So that's like a boss energy or a father figure or a grandfather figure. A big divine masculine energy who is like, maybe has their own company, maybe is established. But this person makes you feel comfortable. I feel like this might be a family member. Maybe they're trying to get in touch with you or reach out to you in the next couple weeks. All right, I am going to end this right there. We only have a couple more. There's only a couple more, so I'm going to address them. Okay. Shivani says, will in-laws ever be less emotionally draining in the future? I don't think so. That does not happen. Okay, so will Shivani's in-laws be less draining? Probably not. They're going to be overwhelming no matter what. Thank you, Shivani. Good night, B. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Rishikesh. And thank you, Mystic Gem. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for clicking on like and subscribing and hitting that notification bell. I go live again tomorrow between 6:30 and 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I would love to feel your energy there. Perfect, Shivani. I would love it. Shiva as well. Awesome. I'll know for next time. I appreciate you all. Please be safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.